Well, this is where I would usually do an introduction as we go across the fountain for day 24, but I thankfully realised I wasn't recording early, so that's good. But it does mean I have to re-record the introduction here. So, good evening, my friends, and welcome to day 24 of Blueprince. Last time out, well, we managed to make a few discoveries, particularly around the back of the foundation and the fact that we can actually activate the foundation elevator from the back of the foundation room, which is really excellent. We are still trying to get to the antechamber once again, either to get into room 46 for the second time or get the basement key to be able to unlock the foundation elevator more easily. However, that's not going to be as big of a win as I thought it would be initially, because you do still need the key card to get in there. But if you're filling out the lower ranks, chances are maybe you find the key card and then the foundation elevator works for you quite neatly there. Let's go through what our other open things are right now. We've got the boiler room pump room. Is going to be a really strong one to drain the underground reservoir. There's clearly something down there. But obviously also we have boiler room kitchen. Or no, rather it's pump room kitchen, isn't it? So that needs to go. It's pump room kitchen. Will get us some kind of interaction or other. I'm not really sure. 8 dates for 8 safes, of course. The secret garden sigil torch room. Let me see, where was that? Yes, in the secret garden you can rotate this round to get the sigil. That sigil is the same as what's on the table in the torch room. Does moving that round do something in here? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We need to check it out. The other thing to check out if we get the magnifying glass is there was some text at the bottom of this note that we haven't read yet, and that might be of interest to us. So that is magnifying glass plus basement note. Get to room 46 again, obviously we've already discussed. We got a clue from the aquarium about an X marks the spot underneath the barbecue, and we checked out the archive. Couldn't find anything in the archive. Maybe we need the jackhammer for there as well. The chess puzzle, of course. White Rook is in the nook. And the Alzara nonsense. What I have done... Alzara is talking about something that's missing from here. I've just taken a screenshot of this from day 24. I'm going to compare that to the recordings on the earlier days from before we finished room 46 and see if there's anything different and if that's going to give me anything. But I'm not going to be doing that right now. I'm going to be doing that between episodes. Let's go and get our allowance. Our allowance is up to 11. We're going to wander around here and get our bonus outside room. If it's the hovel, do we still take the hovel? Oh yes, and we're not starting with any items. We're not starting with any items. If we get the hovel, do we take the hovel? Let's see. Between trading post and tome... Oh, well, If we get lots of items, trading post could be really useful. We've not been to trading post for quite some time. Hovel is really great for getting the rooms that you've never been able to get before. You know? But we've only taken trading post once. I feel like it's something that if I don't occasionally take it, it's going to end up being like one of those rooms that we've really badly slept on, and then I'm going to be really sad about the fact that we've... Dynamite a little too dangerous to pick up. Huh. But we can clearly interact with it, though. If we get the correct item, I suppose. I wonder what we're supposed to do with the dynamite. Well, okay. That's a good one to note is there then. I mean, we can... There's the magnifying glass plus compass, is it? Or magnifying glass plus battery, which lets you light candles. Maybe that's the thing to be working towards. Okay. What are we drafting first? White Rook in the nook. I do not mind taking Nook nice and early. Points us towards the north. I'd like a corridor going straight north here would be nice. Spare bedroom is quite alright for there. Right, and then we can take parlour for a 3-gem prize. Yeah. Parlour for a 3-gem prize. You know, we've got our upgraded parlour now. We got an upgrade disc, if you recall, and couldn't from the ladies' bedroom. Couldn't have enough steps to get anywhere to use it. Is that disc still going to be there the next time we draft that room? I don't know. The empty boxes both have true statements. The blue box has a true statement. This box contains the gems. Now, if the empty boxes both had true statements, if that were true, that... Hang on, wait. If that's true, this is true, which would mean that this would have to be false. But that would mean the empty boxes both have true statements as false. So that can't be true. This must be false. Right? So that means that must be false. Which means this must be true. Okay. They are getting harder and harder, for sure. Okay. Guest bedroom gives us a dead end straight away, but potentially a nice item in there. Corridor just gives us a nice path. Chapel takes us to the side of the house, nice edge of the house, but we lose coins. I think it will be chapel, but we don't go this way. Not unless we have found like commissary or something better. Security gets us the White Knight, which is nice, and an exit into the correct direction. Of course, with the chess puzzle, the real difficulties are the king and the queen that you need to place. So, keycard system, security settings. We will set the security level to low initially. And we also want to change offline mode to unlocked. Confirm, confirm. Okay, exit that. But also, it would be nice to log into the network. And maybe I need to get into the habit of doing this at the start of the runs as well, is to go over to Blackbridge and actually access laboratory directly from Blackbridge, right? I'm not sure we need anything on staff services, to be honest. Like, do we want to order anything? Like, ordering a shovel might be quite nice. Because if we get the shovel, broken handle, and battery... Yeah, let's ask for a shovel. Go on. Because the magnifying glass, we've done a lot of the magnifying glass stuff. So... Now, data transfer still doesn't do anything. Let's view my active terminals. I think... Go on. Give me a laboratory. I think running the experiments is generally better than passing payroll around, but maybe it's something that we should wait for. Maybe it's something we should wait for, because if we do get the Cabinet of Curiosities again, and we need like, you know, 40 gold or something, then actually running payroll and spreading gold is a really good way of getting gold like quite well. I mean, or the casino as well. So let me just quickly check. Have I messed myself over? Ah, right. Okay, no. I already connected. That counted as already connecting to the laboratory. We'll remember that for next time. You know, because there is a sort of sense that, well, if you do get like an early shop or something, maybe you want to spread gold. Let's set up an experiment. When you draft a hallway from another hallway is really questionable. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, and I kind of feel like gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 die, selected randomly, right? Or maybe just immediately a letter will be delivered to the mail room. Maybe that's the best one to pick, but no. Let's say if you draw a drawing room floor plan, let's gain the random benefit. Yeah, we will go with that. So, what do we get on the edge of the house? I think billiard room to point us towards the north is gonna be better than the laundry room right now. We just want to keep things nice and open for as long as possible. So, 16. 16 over 2 is 8. We've got 17 minus 15 is 2. Times 20 is 40. Divided by 10 is 4. 1, 4, 5, that's an 8. Minus 7 times 18. What? Did I get that wrong? Hang on. So, sorry. 17, 15 is 2, 10, 4. 1, 4 is 5, and 3 is 8. Minus 7 is 1. Times 18. Oh, divided by 3. Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, okay. So times 18 is 18. Divided by 3, that's 6. Great. Okay, 2 keys. Secret passage is kind of nice. Den is pretty great, though. Den is pretty great because it's got the 2 exits on it. Yeah? Come on. In the chat, people have been saying, still look in the den! Closer! Closer in the den! But I still don't really see anything in the den. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll find it eventually. Like, whatever it is, we'll find it. I thought it might be a book. But, you know. It's okay. It's not one of our critical exploration topics right now. Garage, I'm going to say we don't need. Let's take corridor instead. But now corridor's always unlocked, so we can just take another room. But first, let's draft this one. Hallway has a locked trunk and an exit. Or kitchen has food for sale. Eggs and bacon would give us a morning room if they have eggs and bacon for sale. And it has a way for us to use our gold to replenish our steps. Or we just take pantry and get the gold. Get the gold at this stage. Locked trunk in the hallway though. Kind of hard to turn that down. But we might want the extra exit later. Let's go with the one that's most efficient. efficient use of the exits we have available to us and the money that it's going to give us. Right, so all of these are dead ends. Indoor nursery. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind indoor nursery here. It's not too far out of the way. When we backtrack this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming from here, it won't be such a bad backtrack. That's going to be a dead end. That's a dead end. So let's take this one, because we also get... Do we not get a random bonus, because that's a drawing room? I don't know. We're not going to go in there, because we're clearly going to have to backtrack it later. Right? And we might be backtracking it immediately if we draw green rooms here. Patio is a pretty nice pull for that exact reason, in fact. So let's take patio. Patio gives us a gem. And it's going to spread a gem into the nursery as well as the 2 that we get. And we get boiler room. Or we can take hallway with the trunk, but like the boiler room being the power source is maybe where we want to be, because if we can get swimming pool pump room, that's kind of pretty nice. Or we just take hallway. I think though it's boiler room. I think boiler room is the pick. Now at what point do we want to start backtracking though? Because we can go back via indoor nursery, get 3 gems, and then have some really good drafting from lower down the house. It'd be really nice to get these rooms to actually link up with each other. Maybe we take the boiler room and literally try and link it back up to the spare room this way. I don't know. Or we take the boiler room and we backtrack, we pick up our gems, and we try and link up to the boiler room via the other path. Yeah. So we get you, we get you, we get you. Anything else in here? Does not look like it. I think indoor nursery is probably the upgrade I'm most disappointed in, to be honest. Yeah. So quick check on the old pieces here. We have the bishop because we have the chapel. Yeah. So we have the bishop, the rook, the knight. I'm sure we'll get a pawn almost by accident, to be honest. Oh, it's going to give us a dead end sort of regardless. So it's, do we want to spend a gem for the observatory, or do we want to take the wine cellar to get 3 gems? Like, this is pretty good. If we get the freezer, we'd probably take it, to be honest, at this point. I'm kind of happy to take the wine cellar. Yeah, let's take the wine cellar and get the gems. Like, we are often starved of gems. I really do not mind having more of them than I need, and after all that, we only needed to spend 2 coins going in and out of the chapel. So not bad at all. Drawing room is a pretty ideal pick for us here. We can also draw new plans from this room. Okay. Laboratory is not as exciting as I'd expect. Walk-in closet, kinda don't mind that. Right, walk-in closet. Courtyard gives us another 2 gems and puts us to the edge of the place. Like, courtyard's a benefit because it's not a dead end. It costs a gem, but it gives us 2 gems. And it's a green room. And we get a sledgehammer for our trouble. So, yeah, I don't really mind that. That hose is not anything. Okay. Wouldn't have minded a shovel, to be honest. We still have this clue about the white trees as well, actually, from the music sheets. I should add that to my list. Between white trees. We don't have any white trees, is the problem, though. Kitchen sounds great. Let's go eat some food. Right, what's available? If we have the trophy room, it's plus 10. Okay. Bacon and eggs. Add the morning room. We like the morning room. We can't afford the club sandwich right now. So we will come back here later for the club sandwich. Commissary's a bit sad because we've got no money anymore, so we'll take bedroom for now. Bedroom's got a white pawn to it. So, Kings and Queens is... it's office, it's the ladies' chamber, the study. I don't remember where else we've seen a queen. Library's quite nice. Yeah, let's take the library. We don't have a book to read this time. We can request our next book. We read the history of Ordinia. Have we read the pump system user manual? It doesn't really matter because we've actually now read all of these except possibly that one. Like, we've read all of these other ones. So let's see. The pump system user manual. Who knows? Maybe there's like a secret code, like in the utility closet, being able to turn the things white. Interesting choice. Chamber of Mirrors, ironically, will actually link up quite well with the boiler room and possibly the drawing room. Music room, I think, is less interesting. Bookshop is, of course, very interesting. If I can get the money. Where's my money in this run, though? I feel, though, like, let's get Chamber of Mirrors. It might be a bit of a trap. Because I think you can only open the opposite side, right? So we would need to get... So from here we could open this side, the north side. From this side we'd open the east side. We would have to get round to be able to get all of them. But it's probably the best chance we've had so far. Could be a terrible idea. It could end the run. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see, shall we? Okay, so back through here, back through here. We get the +2. We do we take a banana? Do we take a banana for the 3 steps? It costs 2. No, I don't think we. We are going to be going round up. Go on. Give me a nana. Just the one for now. Just because we're backtracking quite a bit. Now we can redraft this if we need to. Ah, dining room's nice. Courtyard, though, gets us close to the Chamber of Mirrors. Or do we redraw? Ah, Courtyard's pretty cool because it takes us where we need to go. And it's got a chest, which is not bad at all. Bonk, bonk. Well, the car keys are not going to be super useful to us right now. So many gems by this stage. Oh, what? No! We got nothing that gets us into the Chamber of Mirrors. Nothing that gets us into the Chamber of Mirrors. That is super sad. We've already got Nook. And we already took Pantry earlier. Ah, shoot. They just all link up to the boiler room. Which is kind of sad, right? Like, we don't need to power up anything in the laboratory. And this actually means we now only have one exit upwards. Ah, Chamber of Mirrors, you have betrayed us. Let's take Pantry. I'd rather have the money. The money is what we're sort of short on. That is pretty sad. We've got to go all the way around. Right. So, yeah, we're going to have to go all the way down and all the way back up again. I was not expecting that door to stay closed. But I guess I could have anticipated that. Never mind. It's not going to be the worst, right? And we are going to pop in and grab the gems on our way, because there's plenty of gems. It's only a couple of steps out of the way for us. Because if we grab Freezer, right? If we grab Freezer, this is an awful lot of stuff we get to now save for tomorrow's run. This is now the correct way, yes? Yes. Okay. Right, this is all powered up and ready and going. So I think the only one we really particularly need to activate is the one that's going forward here. I don't think any of these others are particularly doing anything. If we move you over here, that opens up what is kind of a shortcut, although not really. We need something with multiple exits. Darkroom is powered, which is nice, and it has 2 exits, but we're not going to be able to see what we're drafting. YOLO, right? YOLO. Another key. So we know these two are both powered. That one requires gems, though. Let's take one of the powered rooms. Okay. I don't mind archives. And in fact, archives gets us into the foundation, and it gets us potentially into the Chamber of Mirrors. Give me this one whilst we're at it. This one requires a gem and is powered. So this one's probably quite good. Ah, it's just the laboratory. Okay, fine. And that's actually a dead end then. I don't think we need to go into the laboratory, because I don't think, beyond what we already powered and did, I don't think we're getting anything useful out of it. Okay. Now, If we want to get to the back of the foundation, it's all the way around here now. But it's looking less likely we'll get to that antechamber. But at least we've got 2 extra paths we can go. Let's get... Oh, we are running out of keys now, though. Dovecote. This will get us into the Chamber of Mirrors. Whenever you draw Dovecote while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. I'm going to say no, because I want to get into the Chamber of Mirrors. Hello, my dove friends. Look at this. We've never drafted this before. Aha. This is from Mary. Dear Mother, if you are reading this, that means Junie made it home safely. I imagine he's going to be quite tired after such a long flight, so make sure he gets some treats and rest. School is going well, although I do miss you terribly. Unfortunately, even though the Dean gave me permission to keep my birds here on campus, I'm afraid it's getting a bit too cold for them as the semester marches on, so I've made the decision to send them all home before the winter months arrive. All that to say, expect some more letters soon. Dotingly, Mary. Dearest Mother, this should be the 5th letter you've received from me this month. Though I know statistically it is very unlikely that every single member of my flock has found their way home. And please, please, don't tell me if they didn't arrive. It's going to be hard enough now that I am truly on my own. In other news, my class have been engaging, and I am slowly making friends, so please ignore the dramatic despair of my previous letter. Things are indeed looking brighter, but I still maintain that 3 years is too long a time to be away from home. Mary. Herbert. Thank you so much for your gift of the wedding doves, whom I of course recognised immediately. And yes, I got the hint, so here's your letter. I know it's long, long overdue. The Mayhew life suits me, I think. Not that I didn't love Mount Holly, of course, but after years of being confined in a tiny dormitory, the small place Daniel and I picked out in Reddington feels more like a stately manor. Once we've finished unpacking and setting everything up, I'll insist on making you an exception to your reclusive lifestyle to come, share a meal and admire our somewhat less impressive but much more personal view of the town. Thanks again for the card, Mary. We are returning east and should arrive on Tuesday. If coast is not clear, lower the SD to warn us. Well, let's take some notes. It's not always obvious what's going to be important here. Right? Could be a date. Could be a name. Daniel, of course. Now, what is this? If coast is not clear, lower the SD to warn us. Interesting. Anything else to look at in here? Aside from very handsome doves, of course. Perhaps not. This would definitely be the run to get a shovel in. Oh, we get the side doors open now. But we also have... Wait, no! Oh no! I didn't necessarily mean to go up. Can I go back down, please? Right. Let's look at the side doors first. Okay. Maybe we are getting out here. Yeah, so this is going to open all of these, is it? Okay, so now what comes if I come up here? can't touch that. How odd. Oh, it looks like, though, I should be able to go up there and get another button, maybe. No, the whole thing is going up and down. Well, certainly what I can do is make my way back round to the library and open up this shortcut, which I think we'll do first. Right? We don't have the running shoes, but I think the Hall of Mirrors is maybe more interesting to me right now. Hang on, 24 steps from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, no, it's absolutely fine, because we'll get then plus another 2 back. Now that we've got the shortcut from the boiler room, it's actually not too bad. Right, get in here, round this way. Okay. It's a real shame we don't quite have the 8 coins we need for the club sandwich. We might be stuck with a banana for company. Wait, what? Oh, we opened the front ones there, did we? Oh, we didn't open these. These side ones aren't open. There's still no way through here. So you gotta get to 3 of the different entry points, do you? Well, that's a real shame. Okay, we are definitely going to need a banana on our way through here then. Okay. Hall of Mirrors might be about to end 2 runs for us, but we'll take 3 bananas to give us that much needed potassium. And at this stage, with only 20 steps left and still working our way back from the backtrack, I'm kind of tempted to suggest we might be looking to... This stays. We only need to activate it once. Does not reset each day. We only need to turn that lift on once. Right. Wait, so that means... so all we need to do is get to that antechamber. We don't have the broken lever. We've only got 1 key. So I don't think we're getting to that basement key this time, but it's really good to know that all we have to do is get back to the foundation when it does come time for that. Both of those are dead ends. This one requires a gem, but we have gems, so let's take the archive. Observatory's going to be a dead end as well for us, but... let's look. Let's have a look. What do we get? Dead end rooms are more common today. Well... I think that basically sort of sums it up, right? Now, hang on, wait a minute. So do we keep that bonus? No, we don't keep that bonus every day. Right? Because, like, when there was, like, trunks in the entrance hall, there weren't always trunks in the entrance hall. There we go. We don't have a key. We don't have a key. That might be it. That might be it. We can certainly go back to the trading post. Oh, no, we're not going to have the steps to go back to the trading post. We're not going to have the steps to go back to the trading post, and we are pretty out of every other option, right? I think that might end up being it. Okay. Yeah, what can you do, right? What can you do? Sometimes the draft just doesn't go your way. I felt like we were doing really well. The Chamber of Mirrors was a big risk, but we have a better understanding now about how to try and make the Chamber of Mirrors work. You really need to pull that when you are pretty confident you can get different ways. If we hadn't been betrayed on this draw here, maybe Chamber of Mirrors is something to pull when you've got dice. Maybe it's something for when you've got dice. We might well just about have enough steps. Yeah, we'll... I'm just trying to think. Alzara talked about a gate being open. This gate has always been open, though. This gate over here was the one that was locked. Oh, hang on, wait. Those are white trees. Hang on, we've got 3 steps left. It's the rock by the white trees. Right, isn't it? Isn't it? Hang on. Oh, where even was that clue? It's the music sheets puzzle. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. Here it is. But we're going to need a shovel. Or we're going to need, like, the jackhammer. Right? Among the white trees. Under 2 stones. Well, we can't dig it. Whatever it is, we can't dig it ourselves. And I highly doubt that's just going to be a shovel. We've only got 2 steps left, so even though we have the trading post up here, even though we have the trading post, I don't think we're going to get to it. That is going to be it. We've exhausted ourselves to the very edge and must now return to our campsite to get some rest. We'll continue our search tomorrow. Shame we didn't pull the freezer. 15 gems would have been quite a decent haul to have been bringing in tomorrow. We also didn't find the morning room, so there we go. This was Mount Holly Garden Villa Day 24. If you enjoy this series, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Join us next time. Maybe next time we're getting that basement key and joining and entering room 46 once again. Join us next time. Bye for now.